My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here. Today is May 16, 2023. It is 1:57 a.m. to a.m. This is video number 2. So let's go on Twitter and continue. So I just literally just saw this and I just responded to it 47 seconds ago, and I added to the list. So this is who remembered this speech? Okay, it all makes sense now. All right, so let's listen to it.
And the Queen.
Oh,
When I
let's start all over.
welcomed Meghan with open arms, as you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. Finally, the second son of Diana got hitched. Hooray. I also know that you've come to know me well enough over all these years to trust that the woman I chose as my wife upholds the same values as I do. And she does. And she's the same woman I fell in love with. We both do everything we can to fly the flag and carry out our roles for this country with pride. Once Meghan and I were married, we were excited, we were hopeful, and we were here to serve. For those reasons, it brings me great sadness that it has come to this. The decision that I have made for my wife and I to step back is not one I made lightly. It was so many months of talks after so many years of challenges. And I know I haven't always gotten it right, but as far as this goes, there really was no other option. What I want to make clear is, we're not walking away. And we certainly aren't walking away from you. Our hope was to continue serving the Queen, the Commonwealth, and my military associations, but without public funding. Unfortunately, that wasn't possible. I've accepted this, knowing that it doesn't change who I am or how committed I am. But I hope that helps you understand what it had come to, that I would step my family back from all I have ever known, to take a step forward into what I hope can be a more peaceful life. I was born into this life, and it is a great honour to serve my country and the Queen. When I lost my mum 23 years ago, you took me under your wing. You looked out for me for so long, but the media is a powerful force. And my hope is one day our collective support for each other can be more powerful, because this is so much bigger than just us.
There it is.
It has been our privilege to serve you, and we will continue to lead a life of service. So in that respect, nothing changes. It has also been a privilege.
Okay, so he said everything that he needed to be said. All right, so there's me here. Okay, I always make reference to it in my videos. Each section of it makes sense. He did say it is bigger than just him. All right, so, oh, look at this. Someone already retweeted and 2 likes. Okay, always made sense. We knew what was up. Okay, having read his book, Watch the Darks, Apple, Netflix, it is clear that many misjudge Harry. He is far deeper, sensitive, and decent than many ever give him credit for. I was one of them. Why he asked for a peaceful life. I hope they get that quite regularly. They deserve it. Okay, I also want to point out that he says that he made the decision for his wife and him to leave, and he stepped his family back. I don't doubt that Meghan had a say in the decision, but he took the initiative to leave. People need to stop blaming her for Harry leaving because he chose to. Harry says it as it is. Very kind and thoughtful human. We believe and support him then, now, and always. Okay, he reminds me of his mom. He has her spirit and determination. God bless him. Yep, they don't listen to him. Everything Harry follows to, he has been telling them. And he has a lot of patience, I should add, because with the privacy thing, almost every interview they keep on asking him about privacy, and he keep on telling them he wants his privacy, he wants his privacy. And then he comes to the point where when this lack of respect for his privacy of his family, okay, he had to make that decision. Okay, he did not want the suffering that he went through to pass on to his wife and children. And he said it. Nobody should be surprised by anything Harry has done, because he not only warned us, he told us. But if you're not gonna give him the respect that he asked for, he's gonna grab it. He's gonna make sure he get it. Okay, he remained. Okay, I just read that. He reminds me of his mom. He has her spirit and determination. God bless him. Yep. Still give me goosebumps hearing it again after all this time. It'd be nice if all the haters would listen to him. Said they were hoping for a more peaceful life, not private. Alright, that's it. Yes, peaceful life. Yeah, I've a lot of videos that I've done, and I've used a lot of the piece in this particular what do you call this clip. All right, let's move on, because I just added it to the thing. All right, you got what's that, what is it, Piers Morgan telling Meghan to go back to America if you want privacy, this or that. All they want was peace. And then on top of that, once they left, they went to Canada. After this, he went to meet Archie and Meghan in Canada. All right, after that speech, that's where he went, to Canada. And then later on, once they find out his location, they sent people at his front door. You tell me how fair this is. Okay, if you're not aware, I have another channel, PYTE, several channels, and I also have another channel that discuss about charities that they do. Okay, I spoke about how the terrorists, they're terrorizing their peace of mind, they're terrorizing them, and Meghan and all of that. I literally look up the word terrorist, and then in that video, and each part of the meaning, and I display some of the act that they've done that describe the word terrorist. Okay, all right, so let's go to the next tweet. Prince Harry and Meghan made a visit to youth group AHA, Santa Barbara, for Mental Health Awareness Month. Okay, quote, during this one I could go on Archewell to read about it. Okay, after this I'll do that, and I posted it on my our part of service, and also this channel as well, Community Boy. Okay, during this hour-long session, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex spoke with teenage 14 to 18 about opportunities and risks of using social media. All right, so let's go on to Archewell and discuss that. Okay, maybe this part I'll also put it on APTS, our part of service. Okay, Mental Health Awareness Month. Okay, news May 15, 2023. In recognition of Mental Health Awareness Month, Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, recently visited with a local youth group, AHA, Santa Barbara, to learn firsthand about this generation's experiences with social media and societal pressure, and how it affects their mental well-being. The couple engaged with these amazing youth and candid conversation, working to find solutions together. That's the part where you go and meet and greet those people. When you go there, you learn from them. Okay, then that's how you could make decision. That remind me when he went, what is it? There's a youth, when he was being interviewed by Melody Hobson. He went to one of the UK youth program, and he went there to talk to those people, and where that young lady gave Harry that note, because she was the only woman within there, and she didn't want to explain her life story, but instead she wrote it on a paper. So that's what remind me. And then Harry did something about it and help wherever he can. Okay,
to be a lawyer, you can teach someone to be a pilot. You can't teach some of the experiences and some of the scars that some of these people have. And therefore, in my mind, the workforce is already there. What we have to do is be able to create a platform, be able to create a way that that workforce is then reintegrated back into society, because they can do things that we can never do. And if I was in their position, I wouldn't want someone in a suit and tie or a prince or anybody else telling me how to do things. I'd much rather them come in and say, right, we have an amazing platform, we have an amazing ability, we've got a bit of money, how do you want to do this? How can we succeed first time and make sure that you guys are running this project?
You're touring Nottingham, and she gives you a letter, right?
Touring?
Well, I mean, you're visiting.
Me and my band, yeah.
I didn't mean it that. I mean, but you're going around observing conditions and issues. I'm certainly not meaning to make light that are pretty significant. And this woman comes up to you and gives you a letter.
There was a group of them actually in the community recording studio, and the whole point was I was going to be there, and we were going to have an open discussion and talk about the issues of which these guys were facing, and hopefully get to some solutions.
But she didn't want to talk.
She was the only person that decided not to talk, and then handed me a letter afterwards.
I was the only female in the room as well, and
out of how many people?
There was about 12 to 13. I was the only female, and a lot of these people that were around me, you know, I lived in that area, and for a long time you hold what's happened to you very close to your heart, and you don't want to express it because you don't want people to judge you. And because I lived around those people, you know, I just felt a little bit uncomfortable, so I forced a letter on him instead.
So you planned it. You said, I'm going to write a letter before I see, and then you read the letter. What did the letter say?
The letter was her life story on well, actually it wasn't your life story, it was as much as you could say on a two-sided piece of A4, because she quite...
So let's continue. That's what that remind me of. Okay, during this hour-long session, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex spoke with teenage 14 to 18 about opportunities social media can provide to connection and community, as well as the way in which it also raises issue of insecurity, peer pressure, and potential for self-harm, among other risks. These important perspectives and experiences help us understand how mental wellness intersect with the online world and what it means to promote digital wellness in a digital age. The Archewell Foundation, AWF, has a history of engaging on these critical issues and working in partnership with youth groups, experts, and families to develop programs that support and inspire change. Archewell Foundation holds a core belief that mental health is of the utmost importance and underpins all of our work. We are regularly meeting with young people, parents, and professionals to understand the challenges they may be facing while working together to drive toward long-term solution on and offline. Okay, so these are some of the pictures that we were seeing online. There's Harry meeting with those youth. You could see they are interesting and engaging. Okay, next picture. There's that. They're laughing. Look at Meghan. There's a group. Come on. It doesn't want to go. Okay. There they are. Oh my God. She look as teenagers as them too. Oh my goodness. There they are again. Is that the same thing? Yeah, it's showing again. All right, so that's it with that. Okay, let's go back to Twitter. The link of this will be in the description. All right, so her hair is gorgeous. I need her style tip. She always looks so good. The real working royal in action. In fact, these two are the only working royal inspire young people all over the world. Okay, there's the heart that Harry can make charity visit in jeans and sneakers. Yeah. Okay, the student will frame this picture for perpetual remembrance. Thank you to Harry and Meghan. Mental health matters. Okay, wait until KKK copies this look and the entire engagement, actually, because she's reached that level of desperation. Okay, whatever. But in one of the comments, I remember the squad were talking about his shoes and stuff like that, and I posted on my community. But next tweet. Okay, so there's this here. Like Camilla did Diana, Kate is trying to reduce Meghan's impact using Law 44 of the 48 Laws of Power. Mirroring its used to frustrate, disorient your opponent with erasure. She's copying Meghan's clothes, hair, and appearance of project. Kate can copy Meghan's work ethic or heart. Okay, whatever that means, wait until you I read my comment. Okay, according to Law 44 of the 48 Laws of Power, you can neutralize an opponent's impact by doing what they do. Repeating their action or words frustrates and distracts them from their objectives. Throwing their words or action back at them can also disguise what you're up to and give you time to maneuver. How much time does she need to do her thing? Oh my God, it works well in military and political campaigns. This is one way to disarm and infuriate with the mirror effect. Alright, keep that in mind. I'm reading this, but wait until you read mine. Alright, so there's this here. She retweeted that at some point a global discussion is needed on how this lady bullied Meghan out of the family and then stole her entire look and continues to do so because no one holds her accountable. This is next level creepy and disturbing. Reminds me of Get Out. Okay, so this tweet is making response to that. Okay, like a distraction, is a tactic, is this maneuver to disarm, whatever. Okay, but wait until you, where's my comment? Let me get to my comment first, and then I'll read it. You know what, let's read it the way it is. Okay, I seriously doubt if she's frustrating Meghan. Okay, she's frustrating me, lol. Well, but that's because you're paying attention to her. If you ignore her, it won't matter. Alright, I just wanted to call it out as deliberate and dangerous. I mean, dangerous to who? But you just made the thing Law of 44. Okay, we know she's making a fool of herself, copying her, do all of this, but yet she never show up to her charities. 8 years later, she can't even do a speech. So who is she fooling? She's fooling herself and probably the people who I don't know, who like her fan base. I don't know. Okay, let's see here. If you stop paying attention to her, it won't matter. Okay, the only reason I'm sharing it came under my timeline and I was reading some of the comments. It was interesting. Okay, so for me, I don't follow them, so it doesn't bother me one bit. Okay, I just wanted to call it out as deliberate and dangerous. It works where both parties are engaged. Okay, so that's somewhat close to what I'm thinking. Meghan has nothing to do with the single white female. It's still gross. I'm just calling out the pathology for what it is, deliberate. Okay, the only problem is she's getting dragged for all the mirroring, waiting for the mini dresses and shorts. Okay, so there's me here. Okay, but Meghan is minding her own. That can only work if Meghan was paying her a nanosecond of her time. Meghan is already thinking about her next project. See, these people need to evolve. It worked before. Now their old blueprint is no longer relevant. Let her keep making a fool of herself. That's all it is. That's all it is. Okay, with that being said, let's move on to the next one. I don't need to read the other comments. All right, next tweet. Next tweet. Okay, since it's garbage day, I don't know why I love this. I love this GIF. I was cracking up when I first saw it. Okay, since it's garbage day, let's talk about the royal rats. They accuse Harry and Meghan for wasting taxpayers' money on Frogmore. Now that the Sussexes pay back the cost of the renos, royal experts are now admitting the Sussexes renovated the cottage, quote, to the highest standards, end quote. This is the thing. They thought that was their home. They never knew that was gonna take it away from them. Okay, I don't know how this is possible. I really don't know, but leave it as is. God is rewarding them in a different way. There's WME who's looking after them, and I'm sure they're gonna get more gigs and all of that. So we wait. Okay, let's read some of the comment. They want them back. The Bodo smear campaign failed spectacularly, and I think the EU realized it was over when Meghan decided not to come for that men's party. Okay, they certainly doing everything to convenience them to never go back. Alright, on Meghan's credit card, it gets my blood boil. Alright, sometimes we need to just let go. Let things rattle itself later on. Look at now in the court case, what's happening with the phone hacking. More things is revealing. Just be patient and be mindful and continue to guard, okay, Harry and Meghan's interests, and that's it. They know what they're doing. Okay, on Meghan's credit card, Sussexes got scammed. Okay, there's me here laughing about the GIF. The GIF got me cracking up. I said, let them speak. I have a feeling later on they will regret saying this. Okay, so just let it be. Okay, where's their money? That's all I want to hear from them. Okay, despicable. Even saying Frogmore became vacant when Sussexes moved to America, changing the narrative. Where is the energy they had over the eviction? All right, so that's that. Let's move on, because there's a lot of other things I need to read for you guys. All right, there's some articles. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get to them. All right, so there's a thing regarding the mental health. Okay, this body language expert can confirm that these two are skin to skin very often. No, skin to skin. You have made my day, Joe. All right, that's what Harry called it in his book. Oh, Joe, stop. Look how she wrote it. Joe, stop. You make me blush. Okay, I can't even LOL. Okay, don't blame me. Harry said it first. Okay, don't let Skemmy hear you. She doesn't see the chemistry and they are faking it. Skemmy seems to prefer the type of chemistry that includes physical and verbal abuse. There's me here. I can also confirm he eats well too. After this, that said, no, he's in her bedroom in that house. Okay, scan to scan. There's that. Oh my god. All right, let's go to the next tweet. Okay, I'm 19 minutes. Maybe I'll squeeze one of the articles in here. Next tweet, there's that. Imagine meeting your person and they not only stunned, yes, but brilliant, compassionate, warm, and already demonstrably dedicated to a life of service. Harry recommend you for waiting for her. Spread love, squad, and fire off below. Why you love Meghan. Okay, this is a nice picture. All right, let's see here. Warming Kate from stealing Princess Meghan style. Copyright. Okay, LOL. I love Meghan integrity because chill. If it was me, I would have been telling everything, showing receipt and giving the royal family hell in every newspaper I could find, giving interviews, going live on social media. Just call me Petty Betty. What was it? That remind me of a TikTok I share in one of those videos where the guy said if Harry had married a Latina, that Latina will spill the beans like no other. That's what this remind me. Kate can say I disagree. Tyler was so right. She's such a classy, elegant lady because there's so much more she could be saying. All right. And the thing is that I think it's a way guide is Petty University alum. Okay. I just read the t-shirt, but when you look the sequence of things, at the end of the day, the well-minded people will say, now I understand why they do certain things, because they don't always initiate the pettiness. They force them to be petty because those other people can't leave them alone. This kind of thing. Hopefully I make sense. Okay, after what's here, that's it. Okay, let's read from the bottom up. Okay, she's 1 in a million, intelligent, beauty, grace, sincerity, a wonderful wife and mother. Okay, we love Meghan. Meghan is compassionate, intelligent, and a bright light in the world. She's also Prince Harry's list. That's right. Okay, everything you said, she's the whole damn list. Okay, her kind, sweet spirit, sincere, desire to help others by using her God-given intellectual gift and talent. There's other things to celebrate, not tear down. She was demeaned and abused by the UK media for being herself. There's other qualities that Harry loved about her. I concur. Alright, I love what Meghan's relationship with her mom says about her character. I love that she is driven yet compassionate, kind but has boundaries, and the way people light up around her. Okay, I love Meghan Markle because she is genuinely kind, caring, compassionate, with a beautiful heart. I love her because she is beautiful, genuine, real, with so much grace, class, integrity, truth, down to earth, strong, intelligent. Meghan is truly a light of God. Like I said, I think God sent Meghan to Harry, or God guide Harry to Meghan. Okay, because I just don't see how they were able to meet. All right, next tweet. Okay, a confirmation of what we've reiterated on this bird app. Many of those shaping the thought of UK royalist tabloid consumers are sadly usually under the influence of drugs and alcohol. Let's see here. Okay, so that's from The Guardian. I'm telling you, the squad be bringing things to our attention we will never find. Okay, the Sunday Mirror's editor personally taught journalists how to hack voicemails, a former reporter had told the High Court. Then Evans told the phone hacking trial. Okay, so that's somebody else. Okay, I thought that was the Omid part. Okay, then Evans told the phone hacking trial that illegal activity was, quote, bog standard, end quote, at the tabloid newspaper. I mean, this starting to be the same repetition that other people have said in court. All right, so they give them a list that they tell them how to hack the people's phone, and then it seems like it's a standard thing. My God. Okay, then Evan told the phone hacking trial that illegal activity was, quote, bag standard at the tabloid newspaper. Quote, the paper did dodgy stuff on basically every story, and that is how we operate. Wow. Okay, Andrew Green Casey, the Mirror barrister, suggests that Evans' recollection of event might be affected by the reporter's heavy consumption of alcohol and drugs while working on the Sunday Mirror. So in other words, due to drugs and all of that, some of the thing he did, it cannot be blamed on that, just blaming on the alcohol and drug. Evan replied, quote, that would be the comment petty much everyone else who work on those newspapers. Evan was giving evidence in support of Prince Harry and other alleged phone hacking victims who are suing Mirror Group newspaper. They claim illegal behavior was widespread at the Daily Mail, Mirror Sunday, at Daily Mirror, Sunday Mirror, and People, and was approved by top executive including Piers Morgan. Morgan has denied all wrongdoing. I mean, what was he supposed to say? All right. Wow. Dear Lord, they all are baggage for God. Baggage for God. All right. They have to self-medicate to be as corrupt as they are. Wow. Okay, now suddenly it all makes sense why the UK tabloid churn out so much rubbish. Alright, love Evans' answer. So all the little haters on Salty Island are being influenced and guided by people who are drunk, stoned. What stoners right convinces them of their beliefs. Things are worse than we knew over there. Alright, well, I'm not surprised. Alright, next tweet. Okay, so there's that. Okay, this I posted on my community board. Do you think she still has that tiara she was refusing to hand over Meghan? Do not forget you order help. Okay, late Queen's right-hand woman Angela Kelly packs up her Windsor home. Someone responded in the comment section that Charles gave her someplace else or whatever. Maybe they thought that this was too big. I won't be surprised if at some point all those moving around and stuff like that, I won't be surprised if some of Camilla's kids start moving in. Alright, late Queen's right-hand woman Angela Kelly packs up her Windsor home. Okay, when she was sitting next to Anna Wintour, she thought she was a de facto monarch. Okay, the king bought her a cottage. She's well looked after, probably has more than a tiara. Okay, imagine having a tiara and not affording a mover. Okay, that's a good one. This is sad but funny. Come as a bitch. Nothing said about it. It's funny as hell. Okay, whatever. I don't want to go to whatever God is making her go through. Okay, that's her baggage. I do not want to add to it. My conscience is clear because I have enough with mine. All right, let's move on. All right, just that I wanted to share with you. Next tweet. Her Majesty the Queen always knew her worth and what Prince Harry and Princess Meghan could have brought to the table. She would have never put them as president and vice president of her Commonwealth Trust if she didn't trust. The Queen left because she didn't want to witness the abomination. Okay, let's see here. This is a nice picture. Look how they communicate. And they hated that. This is the thing. The people around them, the kind of interaction they had with the Queen, they hated that. Alright, they wanted, just But the queen was trying to live. She knows her time was up. I mean, you don't live for like 200 years. She knows her time was up. Sooner or later, she will go. But she was trying to leave the institution, the firm, the best possible way as possible. All right? But the people who came and take over say something different. All right? And this is the thing. They need the lack of diversity in these people. They lack of. So they will assume what is being fed to them, you know, the N-word to black people and all of that. But once you get to know Meghan and see different aspects, personalities and all of that, you know, everybody's different. I'm not saying every black person is the same within them. Okay, Queen Elizabeth get on better with Meghan Markle than Kate Middleton, says royal expert. Ingrid Seward says Meghan makes the Queen laugh. Look at her. Yeah, wherever they are, they laugh. Whoever's around Meghan. Alright, let's read some of the comment. The first photo and photos from their first engagement told me that the late queen loved Meghan. Okay, that's why she didn't hesitate to approve the engagement or marriage. One can tell that she admired Meghan and was smiling when they were together. Meghan and the queen went on engagement right after the wedding. She kept in touch even after Harry and Meghan left. The procession said it all. Well, the procession, I didn't think about that when, you know, they walk in the abbey by themselves and all of that to highlight them. Maybe. Okay, and that voice, who did that voiceover? That voiceover is epic because I use it again on Harry when he went to the coronation. I used that. Who did that voiceover? I need to give credit because that voiceover is epic. Okay, always knew the queen cared for Meghan, but the evildoers wouldn't allow her to back the Sussexes. Furthermore, they overpowered the queen, my opinion. Yeah, that I know for a fact. Because that Edward Young, they hired, okay, they replaced the other one and put Edward Young, because Edward Young will do whatever Charles and, what's the other one? And the brother, Andrew. Alright, so they removed the one that the queen had. And the queen wanted to keep what she had because their main goal, their focus was the crown. But Andrew and Charles removed that person because that other secretary will not do what they say. You know, they focus on the crown, how it gonna benefit the crown, this kind of thing. But Charles and Andrew had other thing. It's me, and we see where it's going now. Okay, jealousy is one nasty thing. The amount of people who hate Meghan for nothing bad she did, but for all her goodness, her contempt and jealousy of her is unbelievable. I can't stand a hateful, mean person that I've seen being mean, but how can anyone hate Meghan when she's so kind? I mean, when you look at the history of Jesus, they crucified him for being nice. It's almost the same thing. I'm not saying Meghan is Jesus. I'm not saying that, please. In terms of the story, the things that they went through. Okay? I don't know every verse in the Bible, but at least that part, you know. Why did they crucify Jesus? Meghan is going almost to the same. This is why I said God sent Meghan. There's absolutely no one will be able to deal with that and still stick around with Harry. And this is the plan that they were trying to do, to discourage her, to leave Harry alone. But thank God, when they were courting, they already know each other without people's noises and all of that. So they had set the foundation when nobody knew they were dating. Only people who's close to them knew, and they kept them off shut. All right, so let's continue. Yeah, so God put these two people together. Okay, I really believe she preferred Meghan much more than she ever did Duchess Dolittle Kate. I mean, when you think about it, chasing the guy for 10 years and all that, you know, I mean, after wealth, that's all. It reminds me when they were walking. I don't know where I have this video. The queen was walking with Kate, and somebody else was behind them. And as soon as Kate opened her mouth, the queen sort of told her, not the exact wording, like be quiet, like don't disrupt me or something like that. Okay, she invited the Obamas to stay at Buckingham Palace when they visit London. She did not do that for the Trump KK clan. she was a better person than the rest of her family minus Harry. The main thing, again, the crown. You need a partnership. Okay, when you look at things, what the US have done to the UK, these is all the things that you do to sort of keep friendship going. There's another term, a political term, a legal term for this kind of thing. Alliance. That's it. Alliance. But you see, the others they're just creating division. Division is not helpful. All right. I love to believe this, but the author is just a little sus. Okay, I have thought there is more to be told, and the relationship between Queen Elizabeth II and the Sussexes, I believe she loved them all. And so true. And the other thing is, whenever Meghan gets the chance to speak about the Queen, she always say nice things. Not one bit. We, as the outsider, look at the videos that I have on PYTE. Okay, colonialism and all of that. We have a different perspective, and I never met the Queen. But Meghan has, so she's telling her perspective of her being in her present. And I'm sure Meghan could also say how she felt when she's around other people, how they treated, let's say, William and Kate and all of that. But the Queen, for some reason, Meghan always said nice thing about the Queen because she never experienced anything negative from the Queen. All right, next tweet. 3 years ago, Tyler Perry housewarming gift to Harry and Meghan was a piano. I'm thinking of Archie playing the finger Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
Like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
He's probably learning to play the piano already. Okay, Meghan is said to be quite accomplished on the piano. Okay, I do not know. I do not know. I wasn't even aware she knows how to play the guitar. Okay, so I do not know. Okay, it is odd that KP has now had 2 fake recital with Bond. Okay, those courtiers have convinced themselves that Meghan might play piano in public at some point. Whatever. This is a feeling a bit desperate. Okay, prove it. The Princess of Wales is an accomplished piano player with many... Prove it. Princess of Wales is an accomplished piano player with many gradings. You're just full of tourist excreta. Okay, whatever. Okay, who's KP? Kensington Palace, William, Kate, the courtiers that answer to them. Really? I didn't know that Meghan, lovely if it's true, lovely gift from Tyler Perry in any case, even if she doesn't play. Right, then it will collect dust. I have all sort of instrument here. I have electronic drum set for the kids collecting dust. I have a piano here collecting dust. The kids doesn't want to do anything, so I keep on reminding them later on in life, if whatever it is you become, and these kind of things you could have learned, but they don't want to do it. I don't want to force it down that thought, and then later on they hated me for forcing them to do something. Okay, she can also play the flute. Okay, I do not know any of this. All right, it's true. That's what they seem to be scared of. Laughing my ass off. The Queen approved Harry and Meghan's plan to live in Canada and represent her and the Commonwealth, but William nixed it. Okay, I thought Kate was behind it, and now I'm convinced it was her jealousy of Meghan that pressured William to abandon his brother. Okay, never see Meghan. Whatever, I think it's the division has to be a word they put in his head. Could even be both Kate and Camilla. Okay, I do not know, but whatever. Next tweet, and this is my last one. Now that the Roach and clown are done cheering on the special one hijacking Eurovision with her fake piano performance, they are back to their raging mood swinging because Harry and Meghan were out with Cameron Diaz, Gwyneth Paltrow, and others. Okay, I didn't come across a picture of that. Wow, the irony. You have issues. Okay, your mother have issues. Your mother have issues. That is why you are getting paid as a troll to pay off her treatment. Oh my lord, this is the power of one woman who can make the Sussex squad and gifted fall apart. This is the princess of... Oh god, this I try not to cover, but it's in the comment section. But whatever. Look at one of my videos. I think I'm still editing. One of the people saying that people who are accomplished pianists, okay, said the way she plays her hand doesn't match the note. Okay, the sound. They could hear the sound of certain keys. It did not match where her finger was placed. Okay, so I do not know. I share that. I do not know. All right, with that being said, I have nothing to say. Too many things that these are not things that interest me. All right, so to people like this, I always make reference to. Okay, so this is the thing. People are still liking that. The queen is what. Okay, let's see here. What this is about. Okay, the question is, what did Jason Kenoff do? Okay, I covered this. All right, so I am 39 minutes into this. Let's stop this video, and then I need to read those articles. There's this, there's that, to see what it is about. So I'll put it in another video. Okay, so let's do a prayer for, let's just say let's say protection. Okay, there's no side prayers. Let's look for image, prayer for protection. Let's do this one. Okay, lead me to the towering rock of safety, for you are my safe refuge, a fortress where my enemies cannot reach me. Let me live forever in your sanctuary, safe beneath the shelter of your wings. Psalms 61, 2-4. Alright, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. And I have another channel called Our Part of Service. Please go and check it out.
This is the future.
I deal with charities that Harry and Meghan or associate with or have mentioned in some capacity. It's brand new. I have some content, but not a lot. You could start check them out. Okay, so that's it, and thank you for your support.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. together. And if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better